to looking bald. So y'all, if you guys watched the first video in the series, which is actually just going to be a 3-video thing, but Alex announced that it's going to be a full-length series now, so more content for me, I guess. Anyways, this is episode 2 of reading the Lightlurk saga, and today we're going to be reading Nightbane by Alex Aster. I'm really scared to read this one, okay, because I messaged Maria and I was like, Maria, about to start Nightbane. She was like, good luck. I was like, you said it was a waste of my cash. And she was like, it was. Like, I'm scared and I'm highly concerned. She's like, you should be. You should be. I'm just like, is this safe to read? And she's just like, it wasn't good. I was like, okay, but whatever. So today we're gonna be reading Lightlurk. Today we're gonna be reading Nightbane by Alex Aster. This is the second book in the series, and I just want to give a quick disclaimer. This video does have spoilers. If you've already read Lightlurk, I have a reading vlog for Lightlurk right here that does have spoilers. All my reading vlogs have spoilers. Like, you're not gonna see a spoiler for your reading vlog up here, because I like to talk about what I'm thinking about in the books and all that. So yeah, go watch the first one where I read Lightlurk, and I guess you're just gonna see what I think about Nightbane. So we're just gonna go ahead and get right into it, I guess. It's not, I'm like not feeling it at all. Maybe it's just me, but like, this book is not it, okay? So I'm on, I don't even know what chapter I'm on. I'm just on chapter Poison, okay? Right, and I go to listen to the audiobook because I physically cannot read this book because it's just like, it's not hitting, guys. It's too fast-paced. Like, does that make sense? Like, we get like chapter 5 and there's always like already a brawl scene, and like, which I like that in Percy Jackson, but like this, it was kind of just like, there was literally no point to add that in there, okay? So I was just like, why do we have this? I'm not really enjoying it. And after that, it's just like, it's been going downhill. And then don't get me started on this girl's self-loathing. Like, it's like, we get it, you don't like yourself, we get it, you think you're lame and you're ugly and you're causing all this, we get it, because it's every single page, every single sentence, it's like, Isla doesn't think she can do this. Okay, we get it. And then we have like, well, I know I should feel just jealous because of Enya and like Aura's relationship, but I'm not. What, do you want a cookie? Do you want a cookie because you're not jealous? We get it that you're not jealous. You don't, like, what do you want me to say? Congratulations, let's throw a party, I'm gonna give you a cookie, because that's, I don't know, y'all. I've been reading this book since, I want to say Tuesday, guys. It's Saturday. It never takes me this long to even get, I should be halfway through the book by now, considering that's my pace of reading, right? I should be this far, except I'm this far. Y'all, I'm on page 88, and I only, whenever I pick this book up, I read only one page and I put it right back down, because I cannot stand this book. So I go on to Spotify, because I'm gonna try and listen to the audiobook. So yeah, there's an eye over there. So yeah, I'm gonna try this audiobook because hopefully I can actually get further than that. I do know that like when I read a Lightlurk, I did the audiobook more than I actually read the book, but at least when I read the book, I was actually enjoying reading the book, and the only reason I read the audiobook was because I was literally cooking myself dinner. So we're gonna try Nightbane. We're gonna try Nightbane on my computer as an audiobook and see how that goes. Okay, so we've somewhat gotten farther into the book thanks to this audiobook, and I don't even know what to say about this, honestly. I think Alex Aster just wants us so badly to be like RO fans. We have not seen an actual interaction with Grimm that much. Like, we haven't had like an actual present interaction with Grimm, like, besides like the threat and everything. But he's not the villain, and I'm still a Grimm stan whether he is or isn't. I'm still a Grimm stan because nothing in this world can make me like, can convince me to like, or like, ah, like, yeah, sure, he's protecting her, he's treating her well, but like, he's boring. Like, sorry, someone had to say it, and it was gonna be me, because I'm not gonna lay it on gently, I promise you, I'm really not. And also, if you guys are wondering where my hair at, yo, I have a bun in, a braided bun. So yeah, I'm just not feeling it. And also, I just feel like Alex Astor just forgets what age range this is for. Like, this is a YA book, but a few chapters ago we literally had like a really sexual scene, and I was like, I thought this was YA. And then also we get a lot of mentions like, oh, I wonder how he is in bed. Girl, how about we focus on this first, okay? Because you have no clue what's going on. Nobody has a single clue what's going on. We're trying to save people's lives here, okay? And you are just... You're doing a little too much, okay? You're doing a lot. And we just need to focus on the fact that... Oh! Also, can we just talk about the fact that she is the ruler of 2 realms, right? But for some reason, she keeps putting herself in life or death situations that lean mostly towards death. Like, are you trying to kill, you know, everybody that you rule? Listen, I don't know what's running through your mind, but every single time you do something stupid, like, oh my gosh, that could have got me killed, like thousands of people. Really? Because I thought we knew this the second you walked into the range of danger. The second you walked into the range of that danger, you were at a risk of death, a high risk of death, and you ignored it. You were just like, oh yeah, well, I'm 𝙬𝙤𝙨, and I hate everything I do, and you know, I'm quirky and unique, and I have powers that I don't know how to use, and you know, I never really learned them as a child, so that kind of gives me an excuse to not want to train, and also like, you know, all this stuff, and I like, no. You need to figure out what you're doing, because putting yourself in the face of danger is not going to get you anywhere. It's actually just going to end you and the other people that you rule, because if you die, then they die. It's simple as that, and she knows this, okay? She knows this. And like, I get it. Kind of. It's a lot of pressure. You're still learning your way through it, but you've known this all your life. If you die, your people die. You've known this since the first book, which was Lightlark. If you die, your kingdom will die. You know, wildlings will die. So the people on Wild Isle will die. And I forgot what, you know, Aurora's thing would be. And also, I'm so tired of hearing like, oh yeah, that's what Aurora would be. Like, we know what her old name was. We read the first book, so we know who Aurora is if we kept up. I just feel like Alex, the writing in here just could have been way better. Like, I was just thinking to myself, like, we read Lightlark. Lightlark was 4 stars, but right now, Nightbane is sitting at a good 2-star. It's sitting at a good 2-star right now, because I'm not enjoying it. I'm not feeling the vibes. Everything's moving too fast. Like, I love me a fast-paced book, but we were like on chapter 5 and we were getting attacked. And the people were blaming her and she was passing out, you know, losing conscience. And I was just like, whoa. Like, that's a lot going on in like 1 chapter. And then right after that, it's just like, oh my gosh, and then we're escaping, and then she's getting tortured, and I'm just like, what's going on? Like, I cannot keep up. And it's just, I'm glad I have Spotify hours, but I feel like it's about to run low because I did listen to Carnival on Spotify, so I feel like my hours are about to run out soon, and that means I'm gonna have to pick up this book again physically and actually have to read it, and I'm not looking forward to that at all. And that means I need to be fully committed to this book, which I am most certainly not. In fact, if anything, I'm uncommitted to this book. And Maria said that 𝙬𝙨 is even worse, and that 𝙬𝙨 should be rated adult, but it's rated YA, so I'm scared. Alex, please get it together for like the next 2 books, or the next book. Okay, because you're making me commit to the series, and I should have only had to commit for like 1 more book after this, and turns out I have to commit for 1 or 2 more. Please let the rest of this book be good, and like, let me ignore everything in 𝙬𝙨 and let 𝙬𝙨 be good, so that way I can actually feel the need to commit to this, because I'm going to finish this book because of the reading vlog. I have committed to reading the series for y'all, because it's a controversial series, like whether it's good or not. The first book is good, but so far the second book is not, if that's what you're wondering. And I just feel like this book has second book syndrome. Like, you know how like the first book is really good and then the second book is just trash, and then like sometimes the third book makes it better? That was me, okay? I've had that with, you know, Good Girls Guide to Murder. The first book was really good, but Good Girl Bad Blood was not. Powerless was really good. Reckless was like, okay. You know, If You Had Been With Me was really good, but If Only I Had Told Her was not good at all. You know, what else? Twisted Love, loved that, but I quite literally hated Twisted Games. And Love and Gelato, I love that, but I did not like Love and Luck. So I'm hopefully this just have second book syndrome, and it's just this book, and the third book I can actually fully enjoy. But as of right now, page 168, chapter Revelations. I'm just hoping that it gets better from here on out, and that Alex Astor fixes it up as we go. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I have more updates for y'all. Okay, another update. Currently on page 281, chapter Pain. The audiobook has really helped me because we went from like right here in the book to all the way to right here, which I think is actually really impressive. Right now, I think the book is now gone from a 2-star to a 3-star. I've actually found myself enjoying this book a lot more because of the audiobook, but I tried reading a few chapters and I was just like, I could not do it. I particularly don't care too much about the flashbacks, like the before and then the present, because it's kind of just like, yeah, but I know some people do care for it, so I do understand why it's there. It's just, you know, they kind of drag on the befores. I'm just kind of like, I want to see what's in the present, okay? I don't really care about the before, but I know that's also a really important part because you have to remember everything from before. So no hard feelings there, because I do understand why the befores are there, but I'm just not a big fan of them. Ooh, just lost my chapter because I don't have my bookmark there, because I'm really trying to like see how far. Well, I know I'm at 280. Just said it, so I guess I can just go back to 281. There we go, we're back. So yeah, I'm just trying to wait and see, because I feel like Cleo's about to pull a stunt on us, and I feel like, you know, it's kind of hard because, you know, Azul said his kingdom didn't want to be part of the war, and I feel like Azul is going to come in at like the last second and just like slay every single last one of the drakes. And I'm just like, I'm waiting for the day, because we all know Azul is kind of like a loyal friend to Isla, so it would make sense if he does. And then Cleo, I'm expecting her to put the knife in our back, because she tried to kill us in book 1. She tried to kill Isla in book 1. So yeah, I'm kind of getting into it, but I'm still kind of bored with it. I still think it has second book syndrome, where it's not as good as the first book. And I'm really just hoping that 𝙬𝙤𝙀 is going to be better when I read it, when I purchase it, you know, the whole 9, because I really just don't want to deal with the book that I find boring personally, because that's just like a waste of money in my opinion. To me, well, not a waste of money, because I want to have a library. I don't know if I ever told you guys this before, but I want to have a library, and obviously to have a library you have to own over 1,000 books. So I want to have books that I don't like and I do like. So every book that I've ever read, I want to have on my bookshelf to make a library. So like on one hand, it's kind of like a waste of money because I did enjoy it, but on the other hand, it's kind of like it's putting me towards my, you know, library goal and everything. But yeah, so we are almost done with Nightbane, as you guys can see, and literally we were just right here earlier, so I feel like I made a lot of progress. It's been about 2 hours, because, you know, I have my thing on like 2x speed because I cannot listen to 1x speed. It just feels like it's going way too slow. And mind you, I'm just purely listening to this, picking up a book every once in a while, reading through a few pages to see if I can read it, and I'm just like, I cannot read it. I feel like something about it, I can't read it, but I can listen to it perfectly fine. I feel like the story is actually now becoming more intriguing. I'm starting to actually enjoy it a lot. And Lynx is just an icon. So that is just about it for the update as of right now, but I will check back in with you guys when I have much more information on how I'm feeling about, you know, Nightbane, because right now it's just not it. So Y'all, I just finished Nightbane. Okay, it's 3 stars. Okay, it's not 4 stars. I just think it was the end for me that was like sealed the deal for 3 stars, because I was kind of debating. I was like, do I want to rethink my 3-star thing and make this a 2-star again? But no, the ending sealed the deal. It's a 3-star book overall. So let me just fill you in on what happened. So apparently they're married. Oh, wait, apparently it's Grimm and 𝙤𝙤 who are married, and I'm here astonished, as you can clearly see. I'm just like, what? Okay, listen, this book, it does have second book syndrome. I will say that much. It does have second book syndrome, so it was not as good as I thought it would be, and I'm highly disappointed in that fact. But it was mid, okay? So first, most of this book right here, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, but like this ending, it's semi-acceptable. Okay, it's semi-acceptable at best. So yeah, most definitely. I don't think, like, if you read the first book, obviously you probably should read this one. I mean, if you're willing to suffer a good 300 pages before you get to the good part, right? Like, if you're willing to suffer a good 300 pages and then like the last 3 pages be like the best part of the book, then that's completely fine. You definitely should read this one. But like for me, I just was like not feeling it for like 90% of the book, but the ending is what kind of got me, you know. There, you know, I was kind of just like, okay, wait, I see what Alex tried to do, right? So definitely send my admirations towards her, first of all, because smart play, chef's kiss. But it's also kind of just like, I don't have sky shades, so, you know, I think I just need a break from this series in general, because I did not enjoy this book as much as I thought I would. And also, like, I don't read series in one sitting. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The only reason I read Palace in one sitting was quite literally because I just couldn't put it down, okay? And then as for Twisted Love, I read that during a reading contest and I was buddy reading it, so I kind of had to finish it in a timely manner. So yeah, but I don't ever, like, you guys will literally see I read another book before I finish another series, unless that series is like top tier amazing, and like or I just don't have the other book, which in this case that book was, for one, not top tier amazing, and number 2, I just don't have Sky Shade. So you guys will have to wait again to see the Sky Shade reading vlog, but let's do a little quick go over. So Nightbane overall review, this book was 3 stars for me. It is YA and it is a romantasy. This book was like definitely like 90%. I'm not like other girls because I don't get jealous that like my man has friends that are females. Do you want a cookie? I didn't think so. And then we also have like that 90% of the part where it was like, oh my gosh, I hate everything that I'm doing and I'm like horrible, I'm a monster and all this other stuff. Miss Ma'ams, we do not care. I'm here for the plot, and this just didn't have it, you know. So it was 10% what we actually cared about, which was the war and the fight and everything. So definitely, if you want more war than, you know, internal thoughts thinking I can't do this, which was like 90% of the book, then don't read it, because that really got on my nerves. I was like, we get it. It's like, we get it. My gosh, can we move past it? Okay, we get it, 𝙤𝙤. You don't think you can do it, so then don't do it. You should never accept it in the first place. Somebody else could have gotten that role, but you chose to do all this. And then, not to mention, she's known since the day she was born that if she dies, so does her realm. And now she rules over 2 realms and continuously maybe not intentionally, but like, she'll do things knowing it could cause her death and hurt people, but she continues to like walk into the path. And I'm just like, I could throw this book across the room right now, because girl, what the heck are you doing? Why are you out here risking you and other people's lives? That's over 1,000 people. There's no point of having other people train if you know there's gonna die. You know, like, you know that one realm, I forgot what Celeste's realm was, Aurora's realm was. where it was like they died at age 25. They want to live their life now, girl. They're free from the curse, and you're about to ruin it for them. Every single path that you choose could potentially ruin their lives, and you don't even, and you know it because you've said it repeatedly over and over again. People have told you this repeatedly over and over again, and you still choose to do stupid things. So I just think it's a matter of, are you smart or are you dumb? Because we need to figure out which one you are so we can stop playing these dumb games. Okay? I just think it's all said and done, and you know, some things never change. So yeah, and I guess 𝙎𝙤𝙨 we're gonna start out with Grimm because we left with Grimm. So yeah, Oro, I don't like you, but you better take care of the Wild Isle and everything else and let Lark itself, okay? Okay, great. So that is my final review. Obviously, if you want to see my actual like in-depth review of what I think about this, just check out my Goodreads and my Fable and my Storygraph, because it will be on all those, and those are always linked in the description down below. And also, if you guys don't know, I actually have a fantasy book coming out this summer, so go check out the Instagram, because Instagram has all the updates you need, so you guys can keep in touch with me, so you guys know everything about it. And I think that's literally quite about it. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit the notifications so you guys never ever miss a video. Like, subscribe, you know, the good stuff. And if you know somebody that is thinking about, you know, reading 𝙦𝙨, if they're fine with spoilers, then definitely send this to them, because this has spoilers, like a lot of them. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Kisses, mayo, and goodbye.